Hello and welcome. I am Exit Light and this is my channel. Today I'm going to bring to you a mysterious unsolved murder case. It is for sure mysterious, and it is absolutely bizarre. But I was going to put this story together with maybe one or two other ones. And I've decided that this story really needs to stand alone. Not because so much of the facts of the case, but because the victim left a voicemail on his wife's phone, and it is one of the creepiest slash scariest things I've ever heard. And I am hoping that maybe we can have a discussion about this and see what people think. You'll see when we get there that it is unlike anything you've ever heard before. Trust me. And I don't know what happened to this man. I don't think we'll ever know what happened to this man, but something truly, truly, the very essence of the word bizarre happened. So let's get into the story. What do you think? All right. This is the case of a man whose name was Henry McCabe. At the time of his death, he was 32 years old, and he is from Mounds View, Minnesota. His body was found in a lake. Henry was a well-respected, educated man. In fact, he was an auditor with the Minnesota Department of Revenue. He was well-liked, but he was going through a rough time in his life. He was having problems on his job. He had separated from his wife. So, on the night of Labor Day, he found himself with a friend drinking at a club. His friend, William Kennedy, said that McCabe was very, very drunk and told the police that he had dropped him off at a gas station. As it turns out later, this friend, William, also had the house keys to Henry's house. When the police checked the security video, they found that there was no evidence that William had dropped Henry off at this gas station. Because of this discrepancy in his report, of course, William became a suspect. Now, William clarified that he had misspoke and given the wrong name of the gas station. So he told him what the gas station was, and the police saw him on their security tape dropping Henry off. Now, this was about 4 miles from Rush Lake, which was where Henry's body was found. Within 25 minutes or so, Henry was making a phone call to his wife, who was in California at the time, because, like I had said, they were separated. The call came into Henry's wife at about 2:23 to 2:28 a.m. There's some differing reports on that. Another friend of Henry's had Henry's wallet, and he told the police that he had taken the wallet because Henry was exceptionally drunk and he didn't want him being able to buy any more alcohol. So I know I've been around people who have been exceptionally intoxicated, who have made some ridiculous choices. I know people who have had their keys taken from them. I don't think that taking someone's wallet or their keys when they are exceptionally drunk and normally very, very responsible, very, very respected, this is not the usual for this man. He just happened to be going through this bumpy part of life, and sometimes friends will take away their money or their way to drive to keep them safe. So I don't think that in itself is unusual. What is unusual is that he was found 4 miles away, and the police and his friends report that he was probably not in the condition to walk that far, let alone walk that far within 20-25 minutes. So, what happened to Henry? Well, I'm going to play part of the voicemail that Henry made to his wife. It's the last that anybody heard from Henry. In it, he reports that he had been shot. In fact, Henry had not been shot. And when he was found 2 months later, there was no cuts, no bruising, no evidence of violence to Henry's body. Nothing. The coroner reports that he likely drowned in fresh water. So, when you hear this message, it's going to seem as though it's possible that something, I don't know, something undescribable happened to Henry.
It's a voicemail unlike anything you've ever heard before. There are 2 minutes worth of noises, bizarre ones, but very little actual time.
Now, in that voicemail, you can hear a man screaming. He sounds as though he's in pain. He sounds as though he's scared. And then you can also hear something else. A sort of growling noise. That goes on for 2 minutes. And then the call goes silent. And at the very end, you can hear somebody yell, "Stop it." And then that's it. I find this recording to be bone-chilling. Not just because it's the last recording of a person's voice, which in itself is always heartbreaking, but also because of what it sounds like he's going through. What is he going through? Why is he in such pain? Why had he thought he'd been shot? What is scaring him this badly? And what is that noise? What kind of a creature makes that noise? And this is why I thought that this particular story deserved to be set in it by itself in its own video. Because we don't know. Nobody knows. His wife doesn't know. The police don't know. The coroner says he likely drowned. But that doesn't sound like they found water in his lungs to say he likely drowned, and maybe that's because of decomposition. That is possible. There were definitely no gunshots in his body, no evidence of violence. But clearly, something violent sounding happened to Henry. Thank you for coming to my channel. And if you're not already, please subscribe. Also, if you like my content, please give this video a thumbs up. If you would like to be notified when I upload new content, please click that bell. And if you feel as though you would like to support my channel, please consider becoming a member of Patreon. Any amount is very helpful. The proceeds are going towards merchandise that we can give away and also sell if you are interested. Good night.